which opens up the conference. All sorts of European and American entrepreneurs. I'm at a table, incredibly, with Elie Wiesel, who I'm just a huge admirer of. I can't believe it. He's getting an award here. Oh, Yossi, I meet you in Monaco.
What are you doing in Europe?
Hi, Alan. Say hi.
Back to your
Alan,
home in the United
how
States.
you doing? Hey, Yossi's wearing a suit. What's going on? You come to Monaco, you wear a suit?
You see, Monaco, they don't let you into the casinos and to Monaco if you are not with the suit.
Okay, you're taking me to the casinos tonight?
Tonight, no, tonight I'm going to sleep tomorrow.
Okay, listen, what's the big trend in Europe? Quickly.
What the big trend in Europe?
Yeah.
Like, you know, cellular, mobile, what Nokia is doing with the platform, you know, moving from telephone to mobile platform.
Great. You look so good in a suit, I can't believe it.
Pardon?
You look so good in a suit, I can't believe it.
Yeah? You want to give me a kiss?
No, thanks, Yossi.
Can I give you a kiss?
Sure, Yossi, in a minute. Thanks. Hey, Richard, introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, Rich Greenfield from Pally Research, media analyst covering entertainment and cable stocks.
That's right. We've been having a lively discussion about all sorts of companies. Rich, why are you here in Monaco?
I think the most interesting trend is social networking and how social networking is impacting media companies.
Right.
The big question, is really how this evolves into a real business.
Right. So how? Richard?
Advertising, commerce. I think you're seeing an explosion over the last just couple of weeks in how you can monetize community. And it's showing you how people want to interact with media well beyond our traditional going to buy a DVD or going to buy a CD. New business models are emerging. And social networking is without a doubt, flows through the entire media space. That's why Rupert bought MySpace.
Right. Now you're interviewing Chris DeWolf, right? Correct?
I am.
What is he announced his ad platform, Facebook announced theirs. It's still not baked yet. Any of them are baked. Do you expect a lot from these ad platforms?
I think this is inning one.
Right.
Right now everyone's worried about, is MySpace going to lose out to Facebook, or is something new going to replace both of them?
Right.
It's not really a question of MySpace versus Facebook. It's the category is becoming huge, and really showing you a total change in how people interact on the internet.
Right.
It's not just about interacting with the computer. It's about interacting with other people that you know and that you might want to know across the web. And so that whole trend is what you're seeing, and so monetizing that through advertising and commerce is just beginning. And I think for advertisers have never known who they always were guessing at who they were trying to advertise to. With MySpace and Facebook, they actually know who they're advertising to.
So you're very bullish on this. What aren't you bullish on?
I'm really bullish on social networking. I think MySpace is going to be a huge business. I think Facebook's going to be a huge business.
So in terms of what you think is overhyped, what do you think is overhyped in this moment, in this space?
I worry about ad networks. Ad networks that are basing around guessing who people are. And as you look at hyper-targeting and social networking, I really worry that the ad network business was something that was just a kind of placeholder, where until we could figure out better ways to spend money online. And I definitely worry that between ad networks, as ad networks feel more pressure from the overall social networking space, and on top of that you've got the whole premium display world melting down. You've got some pretty big changes going on in the internet advertising landscape.
And lastly, very briefly, how do big media companies deal with all this? Badly, I know.
I think they're all learning. Look, Rupert obviously made the biggest, boldest bet by buying MySpace, but I think you're seeing a lot of other companies, even Viacom. Look what they rolled out recently with thedailyshow.com, a totally plug-and-play application, basically online for anything Jon Stewart. I mean, you can put it on your Facebook, you can put it on your MySpace, any way you want to put it, you can place it. They're starting to feed into it with their content, something they didn't do historically.
Great, Richard, thank you so much.
Thanks.
Tariq Krim from Net5. Hi, Tariq, how you doing?
Very good.
Why are you here in Monaco, besides the fine wine?
The fine wine, I just got here from Berlin, the Web 2.0 conference, and now I'm meeting some friends.
So what are you trying to learn here? What are you trying to learn here, Tariq? What do you learn? What's your big trend that you're interested in?
Me? Social advertising.
Really? And what do you think of it? What do you think of the announcements from MySpace and Facebook?
Facebook? It's very interesting because everyone is now competing to build a social operating system, advertising operating system. But it's probably going to be the way people monetize social networks.
And do you think it's going to work, or do you think it's all just a scam?
This is a big question. Facebook has a social graph, so they have stuff to actually build on the top of it. But Google now is trying to build very quick, very fast the social graph by syndicating all the other social networks. The only question is we don't know yet how social advertising is going to work, and
we'll see.
We'll see. Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Tariq.
Thanks.
Martin, introduce yourself to the people.
Hi, I'm Martin Varsavsky, entrepreneur, founder of Phone.
Phone, which is a Wi-Fi phone service.
The largest Wi-Fi network in the world.
Right, Phonistas.
Phoneros.
Phoneros, oh sorry.
We're Phoneros. Phonistas could be.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So what are you doing here? What are you looking for? You're a big investor in European companies. And
well, I both, an entrepreneur and right now an investor as well. So there's many people at this conference who are people I've invested with, and I'm just here to hang out, have a good time.
And what's the big
people.
trend you're interested in right now? What do you think is the most important trend?
Well, the things that I've been investing, for example, this week, surprisingly, I invested in an American company called Tumblr. So I've been doing some investment, probably whatever things are.
Right.
And I think Tumblr, even though it's a little company, is getting started, but it exemplifies a lot of the things I'm interested in, which is it is different ways of coming up with conversations that can be over video, over text, and Tumblr actually puts it all together.
Oh,
so just
interesting.
one
so you're
example.
interested in this way to have conversations in a digital format.
Exactly, conversations in a digital format like this one.
Like this one. So let me ask you, this is kind of analog too at the same time. So let me ask you, what do you think is overhyped right now in the whole space? I mean, you have a European perspective.
Well, but when I sold Ja.com to Deutsche Telekom for 550 million euros, a lot of people said that was overhyped, and now Ja.com is still a very, very successful company in Spain and so on. So I'm always cautious with the word overhyped and bubble and so on, because I think certain things are here to stay.
Right.
And the whole concept that the internet was overhyped will turn out to be wrong, because we're all here again. But having said that, I think that there's a lot of VC money chasing bad deals.
Right. In that there's just too much money being poured.
I think that there were some exits that turned everybody on, and everybody feels they're going to be like the next Skype or the next, in Europe there were maybe 4 or 5 exits that turned everybody on, and I think there'll be probably these exits will continue to be 1 in 500 or 1 in 200.
Right, great. Martin, thank you so much.
Thank you.